Binge Watchers, where we talk about the stories and characters we love and the shows they live in. My name is Ron, and let's talk about Season 1 of the Netflix original, Friends from College. Friends from College tells the story of a group of old friends who find themselves all living in New York City. They're all around 40, and they have a complicated romantic past with each other. They're all best friends, but these are the type of friendships that are also weirdly competitive, the type of friends that you like, but you also kind of constantly complain about. Now that they're all living in the same city again, they're trying to bring the friend group back together, while also dealing with their own personal issues. Some of them are cheating on their partners, they have trouble at work, they have other relationship problems. The show follows this group as they live through all of that stuff. There's a great cast in this show. I was excited especially for Keegan-Michael Key and Kobe Smulders. It comes from the director of Get Him to the Greek and Forgetting Sarah Marshall, which are fun movies. Get Him to the Greek especially can be really funny if you're watching it with the right people and under the right circumstances. So I was excited for a kind of clever grown-up comedy, something that mixes fun and stupid comedy with something clever and interesting, which you see a lot of from stuff like Key and Peele. Friends from College is not really that though. It's a pretty quick watch, 8 episodes, about 30 minutes each, and when it's being funny, it's pretty damn funny. There's a lot of comedy talent in this show, but the show feels like it's not sure if it wants to be a comedy that is sometimes also a drama, or a drama that is sometimes also a comedy. I thought the show started out really strong. The first half of it, the characters are interesting, the episodes are fun, and when they do get more serious, it fits into the story. The theme here is that pretty much everybody in this group is terrible. By the end of the show, you learn that all of them are the worst. This is really not the type of show where you can spoil anything, by the way. So these are broken people, all terrible in their own special way, which is fine, but when the show tries to get more serious and venture into the territory of shows like Master of None and Love, it doesn't really work because none of these characters feel like real actual people. I wasn't a big fan of the show Love, but I still thought it was very good. I just felt that it wasn't for me. It's also a show about two broken, terrible people, and it's also sometimes a comedy and sometimes a drama, but it works because the characters in Love feel real. The things that they do make sense, and the comedy in the show happens within the boundaries that make sense for them. So when a funny thing happens, it feels like a funny thing that happened in real life. In Friends from College, my wife and I were constantly saying, people don't behave like that. I mean, I'm sure that some people behave like that, but you know what I mean. None of these characters feel real enough for the dramatic side of this show to work. So when the 2 last episodes are all drama, it just didn't work for us at all. That's not to say that characters have to feel real. The characters in Community don't feel like real people either. Neither do the ones in The League or It's Always Sunny. All of these characters in these shows feel insane in one way or another, and often that's where the comedy comes from. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not an American Harvard graduate in my 40s. Anyway, I feel that if Friends from College was more of a comedy, it would have been really great because the funny parts are funny. The more thoughtful, deeper, dramatic parts just didn't work for me at all. Master of None is a show that deals with complicated relationships and is mostly dramatic and thoughtful, but is also very, very funny. It's just in a whole other league. It feels that Friends from College sort of tries to go in that direction as well, but also wants to stay enough of a comedy to appeal to a wider audience, which makes it sort of fall flat on both sides. Bottom line, should you watch it? I'm sure it sounds like I hated it. I didn't hate this show. There's a lot of fun to be had with this show, especially with the first half of it, and it's a super quick watch. We watched it in one afternoon the day it came out. It's not a bad show, it's fine. It bites off a little more than it can chew, so it doesn't have the impact that it feels that they were going for. How about you? Have you watched Friends from College? What were your thoughts about it? And also, what's your favorite R-rated comedy? That's all I got for you this time. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out a lot, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram and TV Time, or you can join our Discord server where we chat about TV and it's a lot of fun. You can find all the links in the description down below. And if you're finding binge watchers for the first time, welcome. I'd like to invite you to join the binge watchers community, talk about TV with us. It's a lot of fun. Subscribe to the channel. But in any case, keep binging, and I'll see you next time.